What's up? It's first name, last name. Please watch this video to the end of the video. A lot of people just watch apparently like a minute and a half and then they click off. So maybe I'm boring, or maybe you don't like me, or maybe my content goes against your belief structure. I'm not really sure, but please watch it to the end, because I'm going to make the case that potentially this Q stuff isn't what it's cracked up to be. I was happy that Trump got it. I was really surprised, but I started thinking about how the debates went, and little things that Hillary did just made it kind of obvious to me that she was not trying as hard to be present, and I don't know, it felt really obviously fake the way she was acting. And Trump appeared more real in a sense, and more, him, so maybe that's why he got in. However, Trump is in my opinion, he's in the Illuminati card game. Go look it up. It's his freaking face. Everyone knows he's in the Simpsons episode. I just found out that not only is he in the part where he's on the escalator and somebody drops a sign and all that, but he's also in a part where he's touching that glowing orb. And that was way back when, but he's touching the glowing orb with two other guys, and then that actually happened. So I can't help but think that potentially this whole thing, this QAnon and Trump and everything, is the Illuminati's last deception. If you think about it, they've been planning this stuff for how long? Okay, and Obama, was terrible, and deception and lies got really big. And what happened is a huge movement happened, a truth movement. YouTube hasn't been around since, 2006, 2008, something around there. Obama got in, I think, 2008? So, you get what I'm saying, I think. And then all of a sudden Trump pops up, and he's apparently this, a guy for the people, and he's down to earth, and yada yada yada, and QAnon's coming out, and yada yada yada, and all the truth's gonna get exposed. But is it? And Q always says, have faith, have faith, have faith, have faith, have faith. To me it seems like a potential brainwashing thing to hide how much they're not going to be able to release. And I'm just going to cover some things that I think they're not going to be able to cover. Is QAnon or Trump going to stop chemtrails? Is QAnon or Trump gonna stop GMOs? What about fast food? What's gonna happen with that? Nothing, maybe? What about the Federal Reserve making our money worthless and printing out millions of dollars every nanosecond or whatever? What's going to happen with the economy and the economic crash that I think is coming? What about mainstream media? And yes, they're taking down the mainstream media. Are they going to replace it with honest media? And how honest is it? Are they going to cover chemtrails, GMOs, the Federal Reserve? Or are they just going to talk about Hillary Clinton being bad? What about the TSA? Are they gonna keep that bullcrap going? Keep the terrorist illusion going? What about domestic terrorism? Things are still classified as domestic terrorism, and you don't have to do much to be a domestic terrorist these days, even under Trump. What about the NSA? And QAnon's talking about the NSA. But, you know, right now, today, if the NSA was documenting my phone calls and texts, as with yours, and storing it into giant computers. What about that? And then how are they going to fix real terrorism if they can't, illegally spy on us? What about, what about 5G? We'll make it simple. What about cell phone radiation? You know, right now I'm making this video, and I'm next to a Wi-Fi thing, and my brain's being affected by it right now. And if you're watching this on a computer, so are you. Is QAnon or Trump going to fix how cell phones work? Keep watching the video. I'm going to make a point here. Or I'm making a point. What about Illuminati mind control? If you watch the TV at all, and you watch it with the volume down, like on mute, you can see better how they blast you with flashing lights and stuff on every commercial, and then throw in a mattress commercial to make sure you feel kind of sleepy. Shit happens every fucking day. Are they going to stop that shit? Are they going to take out the Illuminati completely? I don't know. Maybe they're a part of the Illuminati. What about the political... Did I spell that right? Paradigm. Left versus right. What about that? Because right now, QAnon is have faith, have faith. The Democrats, they never thought she would lose. Do you realize how surface level all this is? All this left-right Republican paradigm stuff. And if you look at Trump's Twitter and stuff, he's talking about things, same thing, surface level stuff. I mean, it's not that these things don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's other things that they could be discussing that they're not going to disclose because they're too intense for the general public. So they keep us in a left-right paradigm. Left, right, left, right, left, right, walking us into the New World Order. And QAnon is pro-patriotic. And I'm, obviously, if you can tell or have watched my other videos, I don't consider myself an American. I consider myself an inhabitant of the earth. I'm a spiritual being. And borders are a man-made illusion to keep separation going and keep humanity divided. But that's a spiritual thing, and a lot of people who are QAnon followers are, well, they're in a box of their own, in my opinion. And I'm following the QAnon stuff, okay? Here, I'll get to that. What about UFO disclosure? How full are they going to get all of the technology, all the stuff out, and completely disclose the fact that aliens are walking around in our society every single day? I've spoke to aliens in real life, and it blew my freaking mind. But they're here, and they're walking around. Are they going to disclose that? The only thing Q ever said once was mystery machine. He just said that with a period, and that was it. And he never said anything else, so maybe they're going to talk about that, and maybe it's going to keep going more and more, but I don't know. And the UFO discussion is its own conspiracy rabbit hole because, for all you know, they could wipe out the internet and blast us with EMPs and then say it was aliens and that we all need to get together. Or any number of things. You imagine it yourself. How could they use aliens to initiate the New World Order? There's a lot of ways they could do that. What about the brain interface computer. Is QAnon and Trump gonna stop that from happening? From putting a fucking chip in your head? Blasting your brain literally with, Wi-Fi signals so you can telepathically talk to somebody and post some bullshit on Facebook? Are they gonna stop that? Are they gonna bring that up? Probably not. I have little faith left. And for some reason, everyone, I'll say 90% of truthers, for some reason, love Trump to death, and they love QAnon, and anyone that's against QAnon is a fucking shill. I call that... What do I call that? I call that neo-brainwashing. Or at least potential brainwashing at this point. We don't know for sure. But, I have hope. I have hope. And I don't have faith. I don't have blind faith that this is all going to come to pass and everything I just listed is going to be dealt with and more. I have hope, but I have discernment. I didn't spell that right. But I have discernment, and I've been doing this rabbit hole crap for a long time. And a lot of you are saying, probably thinking, this guy isn't red-pilled. This guy isn't red-pilled enough. He's brainwashed. Well, you know what? I'm more red-pilled than you. Because I can question this stuff, and I hope you can too. I hope you zoom out. Zoom out and think for yourself. Analyze this stuff and go, what is the real potential agenda behind all of it? Instead of just reading Q's post and going, yeah, they're going to get rid of Hillary. That's one person. Yeah, they're going to get rid of Soros. That's one person. Okay? Yeah, they need to be dealt with. And maybe they will go to jail, and that's going to be awesome. Don't get me wrong, that's going to be freaking sweet. I'm going to take a shot of tequila because of it probably and go, this is for Soros, and drink it and be like, yeah. Okay, I'm going to be super happy. But I hope you guys get my point here. Q says this is just the beginning. I hope it goes as deep and as far as it fucking possibly can go. Because if it doesn't, then I ask, what else needs to be revealed? Okay? Q said once that if everyone knew the truth, 90% of people would be in the hospital. Okay? Well, to me that's like saying, yeah, 90% of people are going to be in the hospital if they knew the truth. So we're not going to say all that we can say. Or potentially. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. I'm just making the point here that this is a potential psyop. And no one questions it. I'm glad certain people are. But there's not much... There's things happening that make it appear that some of this stuff is going to be dealt with. The stuff in Saudi Arabia happened, and Q pointed it out before it happened, and it's great that that happened. But what about all this stuff? I mean, do they have all the power? Because according to Q, they see all, they know all. We see you, we hear you, we know everything. To me, it just seems like a way to get everyone under control and get everyone to love The government all over again. All over again. This feels like it's pretending to be an underground grassroots effort. And potentially it is, kinda. You know, but who knows what the real agenda is if QAnon and Trump are actually a part of the freaking agenda. Like I said earlier, they've been predicted to be, or he's been predicted to be president. So, what could be the agenda? Well, is saying he's building an army. Is there going to be a civil war? I don't know. Maybe something happens and all the Q people get together and go, okay guys, we're gonna do a crazy protest. And then you find out later on it was funded by fucking George Soros again, just like Antifa and Black Lives Matter and all that crap. I don't know. The point of this video is to get you to think, though. Think for yourself and not just be brainwashed by Trump and QAnon. It's annoying. It's really annoying to me that everyone, all the truth movement, is totally in love with Trump. It doesn't make any sense. They don't question it. It's really annoying. I had something else I was going to say, but I completely forgot. Anyway,